excuses is. Fact is, you just playing the cards of foolishness. What you think I'm dubious? You gotta get up, get going, and just move on. Don't look towards the past, you gotta groove on. You procrastinating now, you gotta get that motivation. I already created a track called Inspiration. Gotta get up, get going, and get fucking hype. Go ahead, kid, go ahead and live your life with no regrets, no regard all the fucking time. Cause I'm telling you, if you keep going, you go on. End up in the same spot you've been in all your fucking life now. Tell me now who's winning. Opinions are like assholes, everybody has.
And we're live, and it's Thursday night, people. I am Big Red. I'm with JLB and the crazy one, Kid Crazy.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. The only disappointing part about that intro is that he only did it at the last 15 seconds. So you were only able to hear my glorious voice for 15 seconds more. That is the only issue, and that is the perfect Mr. Big Red, what they call un travail, one job. You done did it, good sir. Beautiful intro. Beautiful.
At least I'm not.
Good.
At least we're not talking. At least we're not talking without being live, huh?
So we're live on our Facebook page, right? On the WTN Facebook page.
Yeah. Well, our Facebook page is not working for a moment.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't find it. I wanted to share it, and I couldn't find it.
It says go live now, so we're gonna try that. We're having difficulties. It's loading. Now we're live.
Okay. There we go. Let me go share that too, since everyone's talking
We're
about
live. We had a little issue connecting for some reason.
Shit.
We're gonna share. Tell everyone we're here.
it. Yes, sir.
I hear the little. There we go. I hear the little clings. So
It's on which one? We're so unprofessional. It's on which one?
WTN Wrestling Talk Now, not the forum.
Not the forum. Okay, it was on the forum. So, guys, it is Thursday. There's more to talk about than me typing. What's up?
Yep. Yeah, another good week of wrestling, I could say, except some few questionable.
Well, I have a lot to
booking
say about
decisions.
something. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, some pretty questionable booking decisions were made today. This week, sorry.
Yeah, that for sure. For sure, there's a few things, but I guess we'll get there because that's only on Tuesday, and our recaps do start on Friday. So, guys, give me SmackDown. What did you think?
Well, if SmackDown really relies basically on Roman Reigns, I think Seth Rollins. I think that was pretty interesting. Seth
If I
Rollins,
wanted to face a megastar,
I would have
I
picked
wouldn't
your
even
wife.
pick that too. And I wouldn't even have picked you from your own household. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Fire.
Seth Rollins also had some good few lines too. Thing he carried the Shield, and he was the first one to be world champion from the Shield. And that every time he's faced Roman, he's beaten him. He's his black sheep, I guess we could call. So I like what we're seeing from Seth and Roman. I think they're both finally they've faced before, but I mean they're finally both when it's both in their prime and at their peak and their promo skills and everything. So it seems good for the next few weeks for that.
When I saw this happening, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the same story. We've seen this already, but the way we saw it last Friday, it's completely different. The way they're going towards it.
Yeah, they're taking it in a different angle, and I'm interested
because I thought they were.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I thought they're just gonna talk about their history and the Shield, but there's more to it now. Now it's like who is actually the best one, who has the best career, who's the better superstar, and then to bring when Roman brought in Becky, I'm like,
yeah, that was.
I'm like.
That was gold.
And the last time that they faced each other was when? This is obviously after Shield breakup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's no longer together.
I think that's when around the time that Seth became heel and he was with Triple H. No, could it be?
Guys,
What,
this is why
2017? I would think.
Well, I don't have the freaking history of WWE on me.
2017. Let me just give you a year. Roman Reigns versus
I would think it's around 2017. I would think.
Rollins.
Nelson
Matches.
says, "What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?"
Big
Hello,
Nilly, what's
Nelson.
good, sir?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, bro. When he put out his fist, when Seth Rollins put out his fist and go for one time for old school, he goes, "That's beneath me now."
That's been
Yeah.
straight up.
That's gold.
So they faced each other 29 times apparently throughout their entire WWE career.
That's probably counting live events and stuff. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
including
house shows. Yeah.
That's including NXT as well. Then
Oh yeah,
Yes.
this should include the NXT.
like
sure.
NXT,
I-
FCW.
I just want them to give me the last time though. Holy moly, I didn't realize it was 29 times. Crown, Seth Rollins hasn't. Okay, now it's giving me a whole freaking story. Anyways, so the last time they faced each other
Was a few years ago,
probably-
guaranteed,
Was
yeah.
a few years
Yeah.
ago, guaranteed. This is obviously before the Messiah gimmick. This was
Mhm.
before Romans was heel.
Yeah.
So
Heel,
it
not an
is-
eel. A heel. He's an eel. The eel is a fish.
Yeah, you know. You're being a little fishy right now, Mr. 15-second intro. Yeah, no. So, and it's definitely totally different things. Seth Rollins is totally at another different level.
Oh yeah.
And same thing with Roman. And Roman is heel. Seth is heel, but everyone loves Seth because, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, it's
right.
great. It's hilarious. It's going to be a good time. And this is happening so soon. This is happening next week.
There's man.
So the 29th, yeah.
That's on the 29th. And I just hope we kind of get maybe a little stipulation for it, though.
Oh, what are you thinking, my good sir?
I don't know, but give me maybe like give me a no holds barred with Usos not coming around it though. Like
it's
give
not-
me a
it's not a
hardcore match. So it's no holds barred, but no interference either, which will never happen because WWE's never done that. I just don't. The problem is because I thought of that. I'm like, oh, that should be fun. And I'm like, oh, Usos, right? Because no matter what, as Seth Rollins said on SmackDown, it seems like every time you still need my help. You have the Usos helping you out everywhere you go. You haven't changed, Roman. And I was like, snap,
Yeah.
he's got a point. He's
Right.
the leader, but he's still the one getting all the help too. So, you know, it was really spot on. Should be fun. I guess Roman is winning though.
I don't know. Well, it depends. It depends on. Well, Nelson's fed up of Roman, so hopefully for him he loses. But
That's all they got on SmackDown though, bud. I don't think if you're fed up of Roman, stop watching SmackDown. I think
He's a
it's
big
your
part.
cure.
I think
That's it.
think he usually starts the show and finishes the show when he's there.
but it
and
depends
ratings have gone down
when he's not there.
when he's not there. So
yeah.
Yeah.
like he says, he's a needle mover.
Right.
He even made a shirt with that stuff. What?
It
His
depends.
t-shirt game's been on top, man. Bloodline t-shirt.
What's better than GYF? Whatever that's supposed to mean.
GY
No,
F?
it was GFY.
Well, GFY,
it-
whatever.
You don't know what
let's
that
go
means?
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's why.
Listen,
oh,
just
really?
because you ain't hip, Big Red, okay, doesn't mean the rest of the wrestling wrestling crowd isn't. Okay,
Well,
the other
it's,
one he had two. I forgot what the other one was, but he also had another one. I don't know what it was, but anyways, yeah, he's doing things that people would know, but he's using the abbreviations of it because he obviously doesn't want to say the word.
Well-
That's the joke. What does Nelson have to say?
He doesn't watch.
He says he
SmackDown
doesn't
because-
watch SmackDown because of Roman.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you're not missing much.
at least he's coherent
except
in his
Roman.
in his hate. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair. He's not missing much except Roman, but he doesn't like Roman.
So then, yeah, he's not really
I don't
missing
know.
much.
Nelson, I would like to ask you, good sir, have you seen Roman as the pure heel that he is, or did you just never watch Roman because of his FaceTime and when he was face and trash and pump it up and hit you? Because if you haven't seen his heel work, maybe you just don't like him, and that's fine. But he's very good on the mic. I feel you should
But
be
he's
able to at least
definitely-
appreciate his promos.
He's definitely improved from back in
Improved.
the day.
Way.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
the problem always was with Roman is that we thought he wasn't ready, and they were still stuffing him down our throats.
Mhm.
But definitely now he's proven that he's definitely ready, and he deserves.
Well,
the
I mean,
airtime
it's
he's
not
getting.
that he wasn't ready. It could have just been too that he's just not a good face, right?
Oh, that yeah,
There is superstars that
that's true too.
you know
They're better
like,
heels than they are for
better
faces,
heels
yeah.
than there are faces. There's
Yep,
superstars
that's-
that can do both, no problem. But
Mhm.
one's good
That's
for the
true.
other. So-
Another
point, yeah.
another example of Orton. Face, he's that heel. Take my money.
yeah, but Orton could still kind of. But yes,
he could pull it off,
definitely-
but he's a better heel.
he's
yeah.
a better heel. Same thing with
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yes,
Charlotte has to be heel.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Charlotte has also cornered herself into always being a heel because it's always the same shtick. Maybe she can be face, but we don't know because she's always been the queen of the castle. So
There's something I want to talk about Charlotte, but that's gonna be later on. But for when you ask who's gonna win the match, it depends. Are they going to do title mania?
I don't think they're gonna go there.
That's not in the plans.
I mean
Because-
that could still be big money, but I think we've discussed that prior where it was just kind of a waste of a 2-nighter.
Right.
Nelson.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler, but the gimmick and the story is always the same. Yeah, it's true that it is repetitive, but I guess that's the part of the gimmick of the character is him keep on saying that he's the best, acknowledge me, and that he carries this SmackDown show, and that he's the one that feeds the family. He's the head of the table. I think it's part of the gimmick, him being repetitive all the time with that.
I think the gimmick is gonna last until The Rock is free to finish the gimmick. That's what I think.
It would make sense.
'Cause that's only like next year if it happens.
It would
Well-
make sense that The Rock would contest the fact that he's the head of the table and he's the family's breadwinner, right? When the guy makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year in movies. So yeah, but I think Roman will always be polarizing. I guess he's like that John Cena type of figure. I've came to have along the years to have learned how to appreciate this gimmick of Roman. For him to be in any conversation of being one of the top of all time, then you would have to, after this gimmick is over, show me that he can reinvent himself and continue being this consistent the way he's been in the last almost 2 years, 600 days.
For like gimmicks that are long, perfect example is Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania lasted 28 years, and it's still going.
Yeah, but
Okay, well, it's dead now, but I mean, like,
But it's dead now.
I
Yes,
Hulkamania
never dies. Okay,
But I mean, he had a good a good 7-8 years where he was one of the top heels in the business.
right.
Hollywood Hogan was a way that he did reinvent himself because from WrestleMania 9 to the heel turn at Bash at the Beach, the character of Hulkamania was kind of stale. In the late 1990s, the mid 1990s to the 1997 or
basically
whatever.
when he left WWF to go to WCW,
Yeah.
he maybe had a good little stint for a few months, and then perfect timing to change Hogan. It worked out completely, and I think that's truthfully where Hulkamania died. Even when he came back, I mean, if you want to say he's still here, I would say he died when he said that racist word and everyone knew about what it was. And he was caught on TMZ. So after that, Hulkamania for sure died.
A little fact: did you know that Hogan wanted to be heel in the WWF?
Well, I'm sure he was open to the idea.
Yeah, but Vince
I'm
said
sure he was
no.
bored of being freaking shirt ripping.
Yeah,
You take your
Let
vitamins
me hear
and
what
everything.
you're. I'm sure for sure. And who knows that Vince maybe would have been able to create an
Mhm.
NWO scenario before there
I
was
like
an
a
NWO.
I like NWA. It's not that bad.
Well, I mean, I don't know what NWA scenario I would be referring to, so NWO just fits what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but basically, basically that's SmackDown. It's Roman Reigns,
It's a
and
Roman Reigns show.
it's a Roman Reigns show, and either you compliment him with whoever he's in the program with, whether it's
Okay.
Seth Rollins or Brock Lesnar, and Roman can carry the show, because other than that, there's not really much we can talk about at SmackDown.
Can we talk about Lita?
Let's go. If you want to talk about Lita, unless somebody has something to say about Rampage before we go on to Raw.
Oh yes,
Well-
sorry.
Well, wait, Lita was Raw.
Uh,
Okay, yes, she
yeah.
was Raw.
Le-
Okay.
Lita was in Raw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
So you're
Well,
good. So we'll talk about Lita.
Right.
Hold your horses.
No,
Hold
for a
it,
second,
hold it.
for a second, I thought she was on SmackDown.
No, that's
no,
fair,
no,
'cause
it's-
Charlotte's usually on SmackDown, right? So Charlotte was the one that had confronted her, so it was a whole thing. Because people switch now. Because draft doesn't mean
I'm
anything.
sorry. I'm sorry. Lita was on SmackDown.
It could very well be possible now that I'm thinking about
Yes,
it.
because she had a rivalry with with
Yeah,
Charlotte.
Yeah, but
I
Charlotte
assumed
came out.
Charlotte was on Raw.
Charlotte came out. Lita came
SmackDown.
to announce she would be on
Yes,
the Royal Rumble, and then
Charlotte came
Charlotte came out.
This is SmackDown.
It
I
could
am
very well be
100%.
possible
'Cause
now.
I just saw Raw. That's what I'm saying. This is it's SmackDown.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you just saw Raw like legit right now, then yeah, this would have to be SmackDown.
It was SmackDown. Yes, it was SmackDown. Yes.
Lita
I s-
returns to SmackDown and says
was
she has
SmackDown, you're
one
right.
more run left in her.
You're right.
And I
You're
was-
right. You're right. So go ahead. Let's talk about Lita.
I was gonna say that I'm smelling Charlotte versus Lita at Mania.
Through the Lita winning the Royal Rumble.
No,
So basically, whoever wins the Royal Rumble is picking Bex or
Yeah.
whoever comes out of.
right. I feel that it's gonna be either because Charlotte's in the Rumble, so it's gonna be something by Lita takes her out, or what, vice versa, and it's gonna
Charlotte's
be
in the Rumble,
yes,
but she's
Yes.
champion.
that's it.
Yes.
But that
If
and
she
she
wins, she
exactly.
gets to pick the opponent for
Oh.
WrestleMania.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Okay.
Which
I
made
see-
it interesting.
Yeah, it's
so,
a change. It's a swerve. Yeah.
So I
She's not
think
going
it's
to win, but
No, so I think it's gonna be. I sense Lita and Trish, Lita and Charlotte, and then Charlotte's gonna beat Lita, and then she's gonna say that she beat Lita and Trish at Mania. Oh, that was hard to say.
Yeah. I definitely think there will be a Lita Charlotte program. Definitely. I don't know about Mickey J. I don't know if they would make
Oh.
the Impact champion win the Royal Rumble. But
yeah,
And,
that's
so, speaking about Mickey James. Have you heard her interview with Busted Open?
nope.
no.
It is a fact. She said when she goes to the Rumble, she is bringing the Impact World title with her down the aisle. And when it's her time to come out, they're going to announce her as the Impact champion.
I
Yeah,
thought
I mean,
they would.
they would. I think if there was no way TNA Impact was going to do that without getting some kind of name recognition,
Yeah,
not just
exactly.
on a tweet, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I figured that was going to be a thing.
No, because
And
we
just by doing that, at a Rumble, announce Mickey James as the Impact Knockouts champion. WWE has already done more for Impact than AEW ever did.
right. And no, because I'm just saying that because we had this discussion of if she was going to bring the title or not. But now
Right.
we have proof that she is actually bringing it's in the deal. You want me
Yeah,
there?
I-
I bring the title.
I'm sure they put it in the deal because you can never trust WWE, right? So
That's it.
if it was only a gentleman's agreement, I wouldn't be surprised that Vince would
I'm not a gentleman.
back out of that. So I wouldn't be surprised they put it in the contract, and good on them for doing it.
Yeah.
100%. You can never trust
They know
them now.
better. They know better. There's
Yeah,
a bunch
yeah,
of
of
ex
course.
WWE superstars there who have worn them.
Yeah.
Scott D'Amore worked at WWE at one point too.
Mhm.
No?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
So,
yes.
I mean, you know, everyone knows better. They're good on them. Kudos on Mickey. Hopefully, she's getting a nice little
Bonus.
paycheck. She got a Get a nice little paycheck, get some name recognition, get some recognition for her company. Got an apology from Vince
Yeah.
because Vince messed up with the garbage bag scenario, and
But
she's
what
a winner.
was that Vince or was that
Either
No,
way,
he
doesn't
apologized.
matter.
He apologized for it happening, but
but that was what's his name?
it's probably not him that said to put
No,
the things
but
in-
whatever. The guy
Yeah.
got fired, who apparently
Exactly,
was in
yeah.
control.
But what's his name? I forgot his name.
It doesn't matter. Some douche who did
Yeah.
garbage bags for a living.
Yeah. It wasn't really important, I guess, who he was. I think Lita and Charlotte have a good. They've been playing on that history point that they have a bit
Right.
because of Trish and all
Right.
that, and I think they could have a good program together.
I
and a
just
build-up
don't
to
know if I
WrestleMania
want
match.
it for the women's title.
It
I
doesn't
don't
need to
think-
be. I agree. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be for the women's title. I think it's just gonna
Okay.
be like
So Charlotte's losing it at Elimination Chamber?
in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, because now it's confirmed that the pay-per-view Elimination Chamber will be in Saudi Arabia.
Well, there was
It won't be just one match. It's the whole pay-per-view is going to be there.
I posted a poster of the rumor card. You guys didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, I saw it pass by. Yeah, I saw it pass by. It was some interesting matches. That was for Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, then I did see that technically. I just wasn't sure where I saw it from. Okay.
There's
I
some,
saw it from us. Look at us go.
But there's no women's elimination chamber match. That's the thing.
No, I don't think it's going to be a women's elimination chamber match per se. One, that card is rumored.
Well, there is, but she's in it.
No.
I mean, it's for the. She's not in it. I'm saying it's for the number one contender.
Well, the
In
only
in that post that you posted.
was
only
Lita in that poster?
No, the only poster I see right now it's Charlotte versus Flair. Charlotte versus Bailey for the women's title.
Mhm.
Yes.
Then
And
you see-
honestly, I don't know. Lita's not a big enough name, bro.
no.
For a WrestleMania. Maybe if you wanted to do that at Royal Rumble, which you can't do now. Unless they make it a thing, but that's a waste of a women's rumble. Unless you make Lita win and Lita challenges her right away. But
What I'm interested if this poster goes the way it
Okay,
is,
too comparable to Edge. Edge winning the Rumble. and-
Bliss versus Lynch for the women's title. Take my money.
Bliss versus Lynch, yeah,
Yeah.
that should be a good time.
Oh,
Um,
I like this idea. Oh, Steve, I feel you. I would love to see
that would-
that.
That would be huge. He is allowed to do other dates as long as they don't conflict with his Impact dates. For a one-off, we've seen it before. Vince bring back some guys for a one-off,
Especially with the history he has with WWE and the Click. You bring all the Click and
he
you
has
take
a
it
history of the Click.
with
What's
the Click.
history with the Click.
He got bullied by them.
Oh, yes. Okay, fair. Yes, not a big name necessarily, though. Not for WWE fans. If he went to
No.
AEW, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, he's more like in the independent niche.
it.
WWE
WWE doesn't really know him. Was he ever in WWE? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? He was the Mountie?
no.
No.
No, he
that's
was
Jacques.
he was the Quebecers. He was tag
He
team
was
champion in the Quebecers.
Quebecers. That's
He
it,
was
my bad.
he was Pierre Calwallet. He was also the pirate.
Yeah, he had a very good rivalry with
PCO.
he had a very good
Pirate,
rivalry
yes.
with Bret Hart.
Yeah,
Very
Yes.
good rivalry.
Yes.
yeah. That's
okay.
so he had a few different gimmicks and
I feel like he wasn't as big then.
But
He
the
was also,
best,
like, 30 years
his
ago,
best
but-
was definitely his run as tag team champions with the Quebecers. That's definitely when they were on. when they were on top.
Jacques Vergil.
Yeah, and he was young at that time. He used to already do those cannonballs off the
Right.
yeah, Stephen. We were just talked about that. Mickey James will be at the Rumble, and she will be showing up as representing Impact Wrestling
Impact,
and with
with the
her
title.
Impact title.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting. I'm excited for Rumble. It's always I confirmed with my friend today that we're doing our annual Rumble pool and that we're getting together and we're watching it. So I'm always excited for Rumble when the Rumble season comes. So
Nice.
I'm excited a bit. It's gonna
And
be
then
fun.
there's also the men's rumble. We can't say nothing because JLB doesn't want to hear nothing.
No. Well, we can say it because I've heard a bunch of things already now.
What have you
Yeah,
heard?
because at the end of the day, we're just speculating. We don't know
Yeah,
who's going to
that's
show
it.
up or not.
I
It
mean,
should
I've
still
heard
be
a
a
whole
surprise.
bunch of names. It should still be a surprise. So go ahead, talk about it.
Well,
Well, the one he mentioned last week was he thought, is it a possibility Chris Jericho
Okay. Yeah.
would show up? And since with all that the Broken Skull sessions, how well that went,
Mhm.
the respect there with Vince, could it be a possibility? I don't see it happening.
no,
but
me either. But if that would happen,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
top.
if this forbidden door is open that Cody built,
oh my god,
Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
If this forbidden door is open and whatnot, I mean, it's
Uh.
not that forbidden for them to try and bring Jericho. You know
No.
what I mean? Like I could very well see that happen, no problem. There's apparently WWE talks with AEW for like filming stuff,
Yeah,
like
the
we want to use your
documentaries.
superstars.
Yeah,
for this, or
documentaries, yeah.
documentaries. I don't know if necessarily they, if Tony Khan maybe said, "Hey guys, let's try this," maybe something. I don't know.
That-
I don't know if they're there yet, but
yeah. Then
if
maybe they're
anybody-
not at that point yet. Yeah.
yeah, if anybody, I would definitely see Jericho
Um,
there. No,
but-
we're not seeing Moxley. No, we're not seeing Cody, as Cody alluded to.
But
How do
but
we know?
you got to admit, you
we
got to
might not
admit,
see. We might
you
not
got
see
to
Cody.
admit, yes, but you might admit there would be a huge pop if Stardust comes out.
Exactly. I was gonna say we might not see that. We might not see Cody, but we might see Stardust.
that pop or
Yeah,
that
it'll
shot.
be,
If you guys thought, if you guys thought,
I don't
that-
know, man. I don't think the music would be that shocking. What was the music for Stardust?
It was like a remix of Goldust's music. No.
Yeah, it was a sprinkle kind of start.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
and
Okay.
it was something like that. So it's a known thing. As soon as you hear it, you know it's that.
Okay.
I think people would be shocked. I think it would be comparable to if they would show the camera to the faces of the people. If that were to happen, I think it would be comparable to when the Undertaker lost his streak. The shock in people's faces.
Really?
Ooh, I don't think it's that comparable. Calm down.
But I expected the Undertaker to break his streak eventually. Somebody break his streak eventually. And
I just didn't want it to be Brock.
I didn't think.
Yeah,
he was gonna,
I agree with that. I agree with that. It could have been
I
someone.
I didn't think he was gonna. I think he was gonna retire with no losses. To be honest. with you.
No,
I
believe
probably
that.
thought too. I
But
probably thought that
you
too.
always put over somebody on your way out. So no matter what, I knew that the break was
Okay.
gonna come eventually. But
Okay, but you could have left with the final match you had with Shawn Michaels, and they both left with.
Sorry, I was just checking. I totally forgot the song.
It's
But
gonna,
yeah.
it's gonna be our new intro music.
but
Jim
I don't think
Johnson
it's gonna
will
happen. It's
have
really
a suit.
I'm not expecting it at all to happen. I think
Especially not Cody, Mr. Forbidden Door creator, Mr. I've done everything to prove myself that I'm better than the WWE.
And it's funny
after
that he
they
could-
dropped me. So
yeah,
He
it's
compared
definitely the one I
himself
least expect.
He compared himself to CM Punk. Like, really?
well, I mean, look,
Really?
I
He
mean,
was talking
really,
about the pipe
bro,
bomb.
CM Punk, yeah, okay. So I wouldn't compare this as the pipe bomb. I wouldn't go that far. I thought it was a nice promo. We'll get there, guys. We're still
Yeah.
on Raw. Is there anything else on Raw?
Yes, there is. I really wanted to talk about honest Kevin Owens. It's really really on top of his game right now.
Go for it.
Going around taking many segments, appearing and having a lot of airtime and mic time.
Yeah.
I think he's pulling it. He's really pulling it
bro,
off. He's really funny.
WWE's paying them him enough money. You're gonna try to use
Yeah.
it as much as possible.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he's doing the
definitely.
best that he possibly can with whatever they give him. I wasn't a fan. He faced Damien, right? That was this week.
Yeah, and he beat him. Yeah, so
And he
he
beat
should
him.
get a title shot soon. So
Better.
probably maybe a Rumble, or I think, or maybe they'll be in the Rumble, or maybe before Rumble. But he should. I have a feeling he will be USA champ very soon.
He's been there already, though.
Yep,
I feel
he's won it
like
already.
he's won it already.
But I think they want to
Um,
throw him a bone or something for signing.
But that's
and-
fair. Yeah, Damien's the champion too, right?
Yeah, Damien's the
So
champion.
yeah, that's her. Get it off Damien. They're not doing anything with Damien. This whole "I'm a crazy guy" gimmick, like, bro, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think he's better a heel. So it's the perfect time. Take the belt off him, put it on KO, and then turn him as a
and then just
monster heel.
completely turn him as a monster heel. Yep,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that would be the way to go. As for the Becky Bex Bianca Liv Doudrop segment, Doudrop gets the match, right? She's the one who has the number one contender.
I'd Rumble.
I also don't see her taking. I think Bex has to keep the belt at that point.
Yeah, it's
for now.
At least they changed the Doudrop's music. So there's
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, there's no more of that Bailey high happy music.
They do drop the ball on her, to be honest with you.
Drop it like it's hot.
That's it. They do dropped it like it was hot. I don't know, because what are you doing with her? You're gonna make her face Becky at Rumble. Becky's not gonna lose it at Rumble.
Mm-hmm. No.
If anyone's gonna lose it, they're gonna lose it at Mania. You should have just had her in the Rumble, like make her like a force to be reckoned with on the Rumble. Do something.
She might be in the Rumble still.
She still could be in the Rumble. Too.
I'm still calling it. My bet with Costa still on.
What? Oh,
it's true.
It's true. You called that she would win. Yeah.
If I didn't say nothing,
4-1 odds. Yeah. Yeah. It could very well be possible. What else? Let's move through Raw a bit.
99.9% unlikely, but it could very well be possible.
You guys are mean.
Yeah,
mean or Kevin Owens honest. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. So the tag team segment. Oh my God! So they're turning this into an academic competition next week on Raw.
Well,
RK Bro against Alpha Academy.
So how is that going to work exactly? They're going to do like
poor Randy.
I don't know if it's an IQ test or it's some academic
or Otis.
Trivia.
Otis looked like really like scared.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm a dumbass.
It was
so bad.
It's gonna be weird. I don't like what they're going with that. I hope it at least ends up that they have a match somewhere and at least it's good. So it's not a squash like the match that was not a squash, but a quick match like the championship change match was. And
it's going
academic bullshit.
It's going the same direction as the Prophets and the
Viking Raiders.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see.
Just not as ridiculous.
I see that pattern there. Yep. It's really frustrating.
Like,
learn from their mistakes.
On.
Talking about mistakes. So they finally did it. Austin Theory finally has the clean finish over Finn Balor.
Finn Balor's done.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
And I think Finn Balor knows, and he's known for a very long time. He's really just there.
He's just waiting to get released.
Just waiting to get released, help out the talent. He's taking the money as it comes, and that's it.
Well,
I don't think he's cared for quite a long time now. I mean, he probably got a little excited when he went back to NXT, and then I think that weared off. I think he has no more heart into the WWE anymore at all. Like, I think it's just been depleted, and he's just going with the flow, not arguing, not whatever, just listen, guys, whatever. I'll finish my contract and
just showing up for the paycheck.
That's it. And he's probably thinking of other things, doing of other things, and just wrestling is like secondary to him. Like, whatever. I'll just go do it. Okay.
Talking about contract, Sammy's staying.
Yep, Sammy signed a new contract. We saw it coming, though.
Yeah, that's no conspiracy.
Really?
We did. I mean, if anyone was going to stay, I thought it was going to be Sammy, and I thought KO was going to go. I don't think Sammy got the KO paycheck from it, though. And you know what I mean? So I don't see. I think Sammy's comfortable with where he is.
The stability. He likes the stability.
He likes the stability and all that. He has like a daughter and a wife, I think. So like he's good. I know KO does too, but KO's more, he wants to challenge himself, but give me $2 million. Hey, all right, that's good for my fam. Cool. Let's go. So and plus he's there with his best friend. At least he's with Kevin Owens.
Mm.
I don't think they're on the same show though, so not really with Kevin Owens.
You
But, yeah.
think? Do you guys think if Kevin left, Sammy would leave?
No, I still don't
No,
even think that
I
either.
don't think it would come down to that. I
No?
don't think he would make a
Okay.
decision over
No.
that either. Yeah.
I mean, unless he really has an inkling of wanting to play as El Generico, because he really does love that gimmick. Although I don't know why he would play El Generico. El Generico's still around.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. But I think he would definitely support El Generico's career in finding him wherever he is and watching his matches. He would build a career out of doing that because he really loves El Generico that much.
And it's never out of the question. If we were able to see Dude Love and Cactus Jack in WWE, I don't see why we couldn't one day see El Generico.
Or the Blue Blazer?
Because
Or
WWE
even
won't trademark it.
Oh.
That's why
maybe a
we won't see
Rumble
it.
appearance. Maybe one day a
You
Rumble
know-
appearance.
Why we wouldn't see El Generico being trademarked? For the exact same reason why WWE changed Walter
Don't get me
to
started.
Gunther.
No. Don't get me started.
Because they couldn't trademark Walter. It was already a name. One, it's just a common name. Two, it was already something he used back in the indie scene. And they kept it for him for the UK because no one cares about the UK, right, Vince? And then, hey, NXT. Are we done with Raw?
Yeah, there's nothing cool.
Nothing really much, right? What was the
Go for it.
Russell? Yeah. So NXT 2.0. Hold on. Before we get to 2.0 at night, let's talk about the matin. Okay, the morning, the afternoon. We hear reports that WWE had actually made a trademark filing for a name, Walter Stark. Upon various reports, a lot of people have Googled who Walter Stark is. Walter Stark was a Nazi commander, U-boat commander, who basically allied with the Nazis. So that was kind of enough to be like, what the hell is WWE thinking? And then got us all of us wondering, who's the new superstar? Who are they going to give Walter Stark? Who are they going to give Gunther Stark to? This should be very interesting. Who? Maybe it's going to be one of the next in line people that they're talking about, the athletes that they want to promote. This name is stupid, but who are they going to give it to? Well, folks, I think they have done the stupidest thing yet. Clearly, we should have seen the pattern. It was Keith Lee, then it was Lee, then it was Bearcat Lee. That's all I got. I feel like there's more, but
no, that's you got it.
that's it, right?
Yeah.
No, but I mean more as in other superstars of the name changes. There was the secondary names being gone. Now everyone's
Riddle.
a one-liner. Riddle, right? But Walter was Walter. Well, not anymore, folks, because Walter just beat the shit out of Roderick Strong, took the mic while Imperium was in the ring, and said the winner of this match is Gunther.
And apparently, it's not, from what we've
Gunther.
seen, it's not a gimmick change. Because obviously he's still the leader of Imperium. They're still
For
continuing
now.
with this thing. It's only a question of having to change his name, which doesn't make absolutely no sense.
It makes
what would that
no
do?
Change it.
sense.
Why would he
his
be
name.
Gunther now? Like what?
I think it's for exactly the reason you said. It's trademark purposes. There's no
But
there's
how-
no other way to look at it. Why
But I
would you
don't-
change
They've
unless you're
had
changing
Walter
his gimmick?
shirts. They've already had Walter shirts. I don't know. I guess they haven't gotten it trademarked, and maybe Walter trademarked it, but I feel like he would have only trademarked it in the UK.
They have action
And not
figures
necessarily-
of Walter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, but I think maybe WWE wasn't getting the full-fledged cut, perhaps. So changing it to Gunther was maybe their way of doing it. They got rid of the Stark, but I mean Gunther still sounds pretty stupid. So, yeah, I went on a rant about it on Facebook Live. I went on a rant about it on the other wrestling show, Raw and Order. just it was probably the most stupidest thing. Like just these lack of logic decisions that they do on a week to week basis rather, not basic basis, just boggles my mind. And then you go and make fun of other people doing certain things, but at the same time you're doing making these stupid marketing decisions and promoting and just making yourself looking really really stupid. You've really I feel like you really are striking on ruining your 40-year reputation, not just because of the Walter Gunther thing, but just as an accumulation of all of the stupidity that's been happening within the last 2 years.
Can we say that in 6 months he's released?
I sure hope so, because I would love to see him at AEW or Impact or GCW. I would love to see him.
Or ICW.
I don't watch ICW, so I wouldn't like him to see him there. But I could even see him be part of that Braun Strowman EC3
Yes.
Change the
team.
narrative. Yeah.
Change the narrative there. That would be cool. Like Walter's such phenomenal talent. So who cares about his gimmick? He had his gimmick for 5 years. Like what? WTF? Do you know that one, Big Red?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's just a shame because all this stuff, I don't understand why they had to do this and why they go this way. Why confuse people more? And I absolutely hate the fact that this name change overshadows the fact that these guys put on an incredible match.
Now, I don't watch NXT.
I have no words.
I have no words either because I don't watch. So, and look, and what? Well, Justin, why do you give a shit then? It's just because of all the stupid decisions that they are making. That's just it. As a whole, it's a bunch of stupidity. I'm sure it was good. Imperium is freaking awesome. So I'm sure it was a fantastic match. I just
Roderick Strong is amazing.
Roderick Strong is he's fine.
He's leaving.
He signed a new contract.
Yeah,
did he?
He's there.
Yeah,
he's there for a hot minute. Yeah.
Oh, because I heard rumors he was planning to go to the other side.
I think that was before he resigned.
Yeah,
I read it today. That's why.
Oh,
well, I think last week I pretty much heard that he had signed a new contract.
Oh, well.
You pretty much heard? Did you hear or did you not hear? Because if you pretty much heard, that's
I know. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I didn't hear it. I saw it.
Oh, Roderick Strong.
And there goes our Google search.
I don't see you fuckers doing it. So,
do you have some language? There's children. I'm joking.
If there's children watching and listening to this podcast, they should have turned off at the first 5 minutes of the episode.
I'm joking.
I really, for some reason, I remember seeing that pass that he
could
had
be coming to
You
the end
could
of
be
his
right,
WWE contract. However,
AC.
backstage update confirmed that he had re-signed with the company earlier this year.
There you
Roderick
go.
Strong is currently part of the Diamond Mine faction. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I thought.
apparently he re-signed earlier this year.
Okay.
And
My bad.
he took some chops. I think when
Anyone who faces,
is gonna take those chops. But the thud that we were hearing, I think they were harder than against Dandonoff. So his name, I think it's Dandonoff. Yeah,
Dragunov. No,
Dragunov. That's right, Dragunov. Dandonoff is the hockey player. That's right, Dragunov. Yeah. So that match, I give it 4 stars. That match really impressive.
Oh,
Really
it's been a while. It's been a while. You have given stars to a match. It's been a
I was very impressed with that match.
4 stars.
There are actually 2 matches on NXT that I was very impressed. There's that match and the tag team match. The Creed brothers are 2 insanely talentful guys. They pull out some moves that I've never seen. Some innovative tag team wrestling.
Okay, so looks
Mixed
like I gotta watch some NXT for my
So you
tops
guys
and
watch it
shops.
for me, and I'll.
a mix of a bit amateur wrestling with professional wrestling and some innovative moves. Really impressive. Impressed by Creed Brothers and that match. I knew it was going to be fire. That's why I watched it because Walter is just money. I don't remember seeing.
Who's Walter?
Sorry, Gunter.
Thank you.
I'm
I don't.
never calling him that stupid name.
No, but yeah, I really enjoyed the match. So I wanted to shed a bit of light on how good of the match that was. But I completely disagree with the name change. Completely, 110%.
Oh, Vinny.
Yeah, we see that there's some kind of. I think the pattern we see here is indie guys.
Yeah.
Other than AJ Styles.
Well,
there
if you change
seems-
AJ Styles' name, then what the?
No, but I'm saying the way they book them. When they get to the main roster, these indie guys usually don't get booked well and get these name changes or these stupid finishes or getting buried. There's things like that that seems like it keeps on coming back.
And the disappointing thing in all of this is because Walter officially moved to the United States now.
Correct.
So he officially had made the decision that he was going to be in NXT for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay, because he was going to get a main roster push.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're on fire.
And I think Vince didn't do this beforehand because he knew, well, Walter's in NXT UK. He'll just stick with UK stuff and he'll just tell me to fuck off and go do whatever he wants. Now Vince had put him in this corner. All right, yeah, you know what? You're gonna come to the main roster. I'm gonna give you a little money push. Here. Once you're here, you're all settled in. How do you like your new place? It's beautiful, perfect. Your new name's Gunther. How's it going? Yeah, because he pigeonholed him because now he knows he's not gonna say no, or he can't say no and threaten to quit or whatever. Because now you're in the States, you don't really know where to go. And he's wrestled obviously in the States before with other federations and so on and so forth. But now he needs stability, right? I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know his financial situation. Maybe he doesn't. He's
No,
good,
of course. He
but
probably just sold. He probably just bought a house.
And he just got the divorce.
Changed all his life. Moved from one day to another. Remove all your stuff and everything. It's kind of you puts yourself in an awkward position if ever you try to question the authority of or question the calls that the bosses are doing.
Right.
yeah. So
Moving along.
That was NXT. Getting to AEW. We start off the show strong. What you guys think of the return of Mox?
Moxley.
I honestly loved his promo, and I'm not a big promo of Moxley stuff there.
I think it's one of the best promos since when he first started at AEW.
Yes, I give that a 5 stars.
He did look a bit slimmer though.
Yeah, he looked healthy
or less bloated, I guess.
Yeah,
he
less
looked
bloated.
yeah.
He looked very healthy.
Mhm.
Amazing what alcohol or the abusive alcohol did to him. Yeah, he looked good. He looked fresh. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he does look in good shape, Nelson.
Yeah,
Completely agree. Yeah.
He looks in great shape. I'm just done with the Moxley shtick. I'm done with this lunatic, crazy. I'm really done with it. I hope he decides to like kind of change his craziness.
How do you want him to change though? That like
I don't know. Just I'm done with this little.
Yeah.
And then let me go do a hardcore match here, a hardcore match there. Like you're never growing up, Mox, is kind of the thing. I got it when you got out of WWE. You wanted to refresh. You wanted to just go wild and go do what you want. But now, bro, it's time to like grow up your character. You know what I mean? He's still an adolescent teenager here where he wants to just go do stupid backyard wrestling. Like you can't You know what I mean? There's no backyard wrestler who has made it humongously big, uh, or people cared about for a long period of time, except
I,
maybe like Jeff Hardy. You know, like I don't know. I'm just done with it. I want you to be that, and I want you to be that like New Japan technical. If you want to do wrestling, you know what I mean. I want you to that match that you had with what's his face on Bloodsport, Davy Boy Smith, I think, or something. Like that match was fun. I don't mind you being a wrestling technical Moxley. I just don't want this lunatic anymore. Is
I
my
think it's
whole
the
thing.
perfect. I think it's the perfect time now with this coming back from this road to recovery and now
Right.
this being clean. I think it's the perfect time to try to reinvent himself.
Yeah,
Well, not
But
with
I
that
yeah.
promo. It wasn't.
No, because what he said, the only thing he's drinking nowadays is blood.
Yeah.
So
You know
it
what that
seems like,
means?
and he always has a hard time getting away from that lunatic character. It was the same thing when he was in CZW, same
Mhm.
thing in WWE when he became Dean
Well,
Ambrose.
because like if you know something, you're gonna stick with that.
Well, no, but even at least in WWE, he was controlled in that regard, right? He couldn't
Yeah,
be as
Right.
crazy.
but his gimmick
So
was still the lunatic, though.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was like mild lunatic. It was like
Oh yeah,
lunatic, not gonna send you to the sin bin, but I'm
you
going
should take your
to
pills.
possibly take your pills. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Here is, yeah, I should probably lock you up
yeah.
in
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
I agree. He took it to the
Um,
next level in AEW,
I
guaranteed.
For sure, because he was free to do whatever he wanted. And look,
Hmm.
I'm happy for him. I got it. I get it. Let it all out, bud. But it's time to grow up now. You're back.
Okay.
It's new John Moxley.
Right.
You're sober. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for Renee. I'm happy for the kiddo. They're gonna get a great father and a great husband. Kudos. Great. I'm happy. As an individual, I have nothing against him. As this character, though, I'm done with. I won't care about his character until he actually changes it up.
But
Um,
how about a heel turn and probably taking the belt off Page?
But isn't that what isn't Lance in the picture now?
Well,
yeah,
yeah, but he
Lance
won't win
Archer
the
is
title.
there. He won't win the title
Hmm.
though.
I would like to see Mox in the TNT picture, to be honest with you guys.
I don't know about that. I don't know if they'll put him in the TNT picture. He's been
Yeah,
a
he's
world
kind of
champion
too
before.
powerful, and
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have
that's the problem. That's the problem though with his character too. It's because he's a face and a heel, anyways, right? He's a face that does whatever the hell he wants, so he's
Yeah,
technically
type
a
of.
heel because he doesn't care. So
Mhm,
you have to get him out of that angle first
mhm.
before we can really place him anywhere.
Yeah, fair
Because
enough. Yeah.
even when he was facing Kenny Omega and he did those hardcore matches and whatever, he was still technically a face. He wasn't as lunatic-y, I
Hmm.
feel.
Yeah.
Although they're fire matches. Yeah, I felt like after the fireworks happened between Kenny Omega and
Yeah.
John Moxley, I felt that's when he went like super crazy. It's like those fireworks really gave him an extra push to go stupid crazy. Um,
Yeah. When Kingston protected
Covered
him. Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the fans talking stupid shit like go have another drink or here have a drink on me or you should get drunk again or something. No bueno. Wasn't a fan of that.
I don't agree. I don't agree with people saying those things. Also,
Yeah,
it's also
that's just
like what
ridiculous.
kind
What
of.
does Nelson say?
You say I would love to see what Brian Danielson and Moxley in the ring. Yeah, I would love to see that too. Yep. They
In
had
a
a little
wrestling
run in the
match.
past. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
in a
they're.
legit wrestling match. No hardcore bull bonanza, actual
Yeah.
wrestling, because we've seen him do that in Japan.
Yep.
We know he knows what to do. So
Yeah.
he has that skill set, and he talked about it in his book of when he got invited to one of the I forgot what they're called, but one of those Japan wrestling tournaments, and he was surprised that he got invited, and that's where he really learned a lot of wrestling, different types of various wrestling styles, and so on.
Mm.
And yeah, that would be fun. I would be really down for that.
They had a rivalry already once in WWE when I think
Mhm.
Daniel Bryan was the heel champion and when he had the environmental belt, the organic belt.
Yes.
Right.
And Dean Ambrose was the face. I think it was. I remember it being a pretty good rivalry, but I think with more freedom now with promos and
That's it.
more freedom to plan out their own match, I think it would be just that much better in AEW. Yep, I agree with that, Nelson.
We haven't seen Daniel Bryan in a while, though. Huh?
No, I think he's a little knee
break.
injury he had talked
Take a little
about.
break.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nothing
prepped.
serious, but just taking some time off.
I was gonna say he's prepping Brie for her Royal Rumble return.
Mhm.
I
And
mean,
apparently
that's
there
valid.
was a little I don't know if you guys saw this. I think it was on Ringside News. I saw it this week. But a little, nothing serious, but a little disagreement with bookings
Yeah.
for Daniel Bryan or
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. Sorry, I don't know if it was Japan or something. And there's a bit of a disagreement with Tony Khan, but nothing serious from what I read in the article. I think it's more of a scheduling conflict more than anything.
Okay.
So there's also that. And once again, we didn't see. We said last week Leo Rush. So now this week again, we don't see no Leo Rush. And Dante talks about how he, Lee Moriarty, and the other guy have been mentors to him, and no mention of Leo Rush. So
Right.
Probably gone.
I think our assessment that well, he's officially not gone yet because he said he's still there, and he thanks Tony Khan for the opportunity. Blah 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 blah. Trying
He's
to,
kissing
I
ass.
mean,
yeah, he's kissing ass,
No.
trying to make up a bit. But
the thing with Leo, this guy retires every like 3 months. So,
yeah, I think in 1 year he
mean,
retired like 4 times. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I know
so-
he's fighting at GC
W.
at GCW. Yeah, so he's still active in there. So probably
Oh
just
wow,
a little.
shoot, that is this weekend, huh?
Yeah, homecoming.
Or no.
What is it? Not a homecoming.
Thunder, Blood, Thunder, something. Blood and Thunder.
Mm.
No, I don't know.
I think it's Blood and Thunder.
Yeah, he's facing what's his face, right? Homicide, Moxley.
Oh, Moxley's fading Homicide, yes, and Leo Rush is in the trios match or in a 4-man match, something like that.
Okay.
That he's there. So yeah, JCW making some moves, some big guys wrestling on their past shows recently. So yeah, I guess next for them would be a TV deal, maybe with a small network or something, and try to get that ROH. But ROH, I think, started again. Could I be or correct
No,
me
it's
if I'm
starting in
wrong?
April. It's starting in April.
Oh, is it?
Okay,
So it's starting in April. Jonathan Grisham, though, did a little thing called Terminus with some other wrestler. I forgot who the wrestler was.
yeah, that's his
And-
his own promotion. Yes,
It's
yeah.
his own promotion, though, so it's not ROH relevant. ROH is starting in April, and ROH has mentioned that they'll be doing title changes and defending titles in various brands, though, and
Okay.
it won't just be exclusive to ROH. So I think ROH is going to come back, but slowly, they're just going into that forbidden door that Cody built.
Mhm.
And yeah,
So,
so
it's gonna be like.
So basically, what they're doing is they're keeping their name out there, so their name stays relevant.
that's it.
while
But at the
they're-
same time, they're
while
still
they're restructuring
chillaxed.
their yeah.
Yeah, but they're still chillaxing coming back. I don't think they're going to do a show every month.
Mhm.
Maybe it might be, like a AEW sort of deal where it's every
Okay.
2-3 months in terms of a live event. They might maybe just stick to pay-per-views for now because that would give them
Yeah.
enough time to figure out what they want to do and then have their wrestlers go everywhere else anyways.
So they can make their money.
So they
Makes
can make
sense.
their money and it saves them money as well. So I think slowly but surely that's what they're kind of doing.
Yeah. MJF promo, a little quick promo where he kind of apologizes to Wardlow, but doesn't really apologize. Tells him he has to, since he put his hands on him, he has to dock him on his pay.
We have seen this so many times.
Says Spears is going to destroy CM Punk, and CM Punk completely squashes. What did it last? 3 seconds? Well, I guess no. 3 seconds would be the pin, so maybe 4 seconds. Go to sleep and it's over. So poor
like-
Sean Spears
Which
can't catch a break.
for Sean Spears.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a great wrestler.
Like this guy gets
Wow.
no love anywhere he goes.
No.
Yeah.
WWE, he got no love as Perfect 10 guy. I forgot his name now. I can't even
Ty
remember.
Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger. And then in AEW, man, he's just this lackey character. Like
in the
I don't know.
beginning. In the beginning, he was actually being someone.
Well, when was he big? Is when he was in the program with Cody. That's the biggest he was in his career.
In the
When he
beginning.
was going in the rivalry,
Wasn't
in the
that
rivalry with
big.
Cody, and it
Yeah,
wasn't
which
that
wasn't
big.
even that big. I mean, he looked like an idiot when he pulled his shorts down. Yeah, I think he had a picture of himself or a picture of Cody on his boxers or something. It just made him look ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know why no one can seem to book this guy properly.
I don't think it's a
Um,
booking thing. I think it's a charisma. He just doesn't have the charisma. He has the talent, in-ring talent,
He has the look.
from bell to bell. He has he has the look. He looks like a wrestler, but he just has no charisma.
Yeah, that
He-
promo was pretty. What that he did on Rampage before facing CM Punk was pretty bad. So
yeah, wasn't good. So I feel bad for Sean Spears. That's basically a mid Carter for life, baby.
yeah,
Sorry.
So are we gonna talk about Cody?
he's
or what?
absolutely mid.
Are we talking about Cody? Or are we gonna skip that?
No.
No, we're gonna talk about it, of course.
There was the trios, not the trios, the mixed match. I actually enjoyed that match.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Usually mixed matches are hard, but I think they choreographed it pretty good, and I enjoyed it. Some spots also.
That was a fun match. Adam Cole and Britt playing the bullshit heels, keep tagging each other.
Yeah.
And then finally, when it really got going, yeah, pretty fire. And I found Britt looked a bit. I don't want to I don't know. Do you think Britt is like? I find she has a bit of a gut, and I'm not saying this to be sexist or anything, but I don't know. I felt like pregnancy. But then I'm like, she wouldn't be wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know. She looks different.
It's the Super Bowl it's the football games that she's watching with Pittsburgh.
But that's fair.
I haven't.
Are they there now?
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
They got eliminated last week. Yeah.
Okay.
Big Ben is gone.
It looks. I don't know. I haven't really noticed, but I've noticed a bit of a backtrack on intensity, maybe. But also, I think it's a bit of what we talked last week. So I think whenever Britt is with Adam Cole, she's always with Adam Cole and not Britt Baker.
Right.
I think this mix. Nelson says, I think this mixed match was the best yesterday on the show. I think it was. Yeah, I would say. Okay, I would say one of the two best matches because maybe the main event was pretty good too. I really enjoyed this mixed match.
That tag match with Black.
It wasn't that.
I enjoyed it.
It was pretty quick. It was too quick.
It was pretty quick.
I wanted to see more of Brody King.
Yeah.
That tag match is similar to the Omos match with Reggie and
Which match are we talking about?
Exactly. It happened so quick. Omos and Reggie on Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are we talking about Black?
I'm comparing, Black's tag match to Omos, Reggie, and there was some other and Punk's and Spears match. Those three matches I think lasted the same. Well, no, the Brody and Black match was a bit longer, but I want to see more of Brody though. It's time. People know him. He's a phenomenal wrestler. I don't know if this is necessarily gonna go over. I liked the little vignette from Pac. But I mean, get to the conclusion. Soon.
I think that was the best part of that segment was probably after the match, the vignette of Pac. But the match itself was left to be desired for me.
I enjoyed it.
There's more to watch. I
but
think
you're also lingering the storyline a bit too much now. Pac, get your ass in there and let's go. Because if this is gonna last all the way until Revolution, when's Revolution?
Do you
February?
March.
We said March 5th, right? Or something like that. Yeah, we checked last week.
I think maybe a beach break or something, because this is crazy.
Do you guys see a repeat of Ricky the Model Martel versus Jake the Snake, a blindfold match?
Oh, don't tell me that.
I mean, this sounds horrible. I'm grateful that I'm young enough to not know what this match is and never cared about it. So
it was actually a good match.
It was a WrestleMania, if I'm not, or SummerSlam.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Oh, really?
It was a Mania. It was a Mania.
and it was actually better than I would expect a blindfold match to be.
It was a really good match.
What was this? Ricky Martel versus
Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake. Okay.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's because Jake was blinded in earlier promos. Was blinded by the Ricky the Model's Martel's
spray.
Ricky the Model Martel's spray that he used to be, the perfume, whatever. And so they ended up having a blindfold match. And since AEW really do enjoy giving these winks to these old school matches, like Punk very often reperforming older matches. I think there's a possibility. Mania 7. Okay, so WrestleMania 7, that makes sense. It was around that period of time. So I see with Pac being blinded, having
Pac
always
randomly comes back and blinds Alistair.
And Alistair already has that one eye problem that he's carrying over from the what happened in WWE. He carried that over with the paint on that side. Seems like it's a black eye, and he has the contact lens.
It could happen.
So I could see them doing that kind of a wink to that old school wrestling that was a blindfold match. I think it was the only one in history. So I saw that when it made me think of that. That's why I wanted to bring it up. Definitely I'm excited for the mixed match, the tag team match. What it brought us is a lights out match between Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole next week on Dynamite. That's going to be
Beach Break, huh?
Yeah, a Beach Break. I think we have 2 big matches already announced for Beach Break. Cody Sammy at the ladder match for the title, and this one. Well, I just said it.
and we're probably going to see the end of part end of Inner Circle.
Yes, with
Ortiz and Santana.
So Inner Circle, exactly. And they basically confronted Jericho as well. Hey, Jericho,
I missed that.
You shouldn't have. Oh,
I missed that from yesterday's. So what happened?
What do you mean? I did the whole joke with the GFY. So you missed what I was talking about?
No, because I saw it pass on Twitter. The promo to sell the T-shirt. That's why I knew what you were talking about, but I didn't see that segment. No.
So basically, Jericho did the interview, and he was talking about how Eddie Kingston better watch out. Justin, stop playing with your lighting. It's a smart light that's flickering.
Well, I thought that's smart then.
No, it ain't that smart. It's pretty silly, stupid. But yes, so Jericho did an interview. And whatever, he was having a conversation saying something about Eddie Kingston, and Pride and Powerful said, hey, listen, I don't appreciate you talking about Eddie that way. This guy has had our backs for so many years, and I think he's onto something. Maybe he's right. You have been holding us back. He's like, what do you mean I've had your backs? He's like, when have you really, really had our backs? Maybe this is why we're not the tag team champions. So next week, just we're no longer gonna have your back, we're gonna have our back. And then he leaves, and then Jericho's like,
you're getting bullied today, Jay.
Maybe the light is a whore like JLB. I don't mind. Casey's technically a whore too if he's watching the show.
Okay, so
whores are welcome. Whores are welcome. Let's
So what's next week? Is there a stipulation or they're just not gonna have?
No. So there's no stipulation or anything like that. It's just more along the lines of, it looks like Inner Circle, or at least Jericho or Pride and Powerful is gonna break up out of the Inner Circle. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so I think they did their time.
Well, yes, I agreed. I want to see more of Santana and Ortiz. Definitely get into the title picture, and they deserve a title run eventually. So why not? I'm okay.
No, exactly. I'm down with that. The Inner Circle wasn't really doing anything for them. I think Jericho, and I think they're kind of right in that promo. Jericho was technically holding them back. They didn't need to be in that kind of faction. I think Eddie Kingston would do wonders with them. I think that would be a cool thing to have. Old school Impact days. Let's go. I'm down with that.
Yep. Okay, so let's get to what people have been wanting to hear.
The pipe bomb.
The Cody promo. Okay, who wants to go first? John, you go first.
Why do I go? Okay. Him comparing whatever CM Punk did and he didn't do, and he did bullshit.
Mm-hmm. He said the only.
All bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. What did he say? He said all the things that CM Punk mentioned in that promo, he's done.
I
So-
think he's right about that, though. Hold on. Because look,
Okay, but
no. I listen, and I hate Cody's guts. I hate his character. I don't give a shit about him, but I will give him that. Because after Cody had left WWE, he had made his way around the indie circuit. Okay. He had joined in with the Bullet Club. He did a bunch of things there. I love the irony Jericho. Okay. He did the whole round circle with the Bullet Club. He ended up creating his own pay-per-view, All In, and which, by the way, we will be doing a watch along with. I'm not sure if we haven't determined a date yet, but that should be fun. The original All In. Anyways, Cody was part of All In. He has done instrumental amount of things. He's helped create this new wrestling federation, AEW. Okay.
this
I
whole thing
would-
started because of his bet that he took on Dave Meltzer, saying that they could, the Indies could never fill up a 10,000 seat arena. And Cody goes,
Exactly.
"Bet, I'll take that bet." And
I'll
so
take that
to that, I'll give him credit. Continue.
And look, and what has CM Punk done? Nothing. He did a pipe bomb. He said a few things when he was there on WWE, and that's it. And then we
Mhm.
don't hear about him. He went to UFC. He got his ass kicked, and then
Mhm.
that's it. Okay. I would argue that I would argue Cody's point that Cody has certainly done a lot more for the wrestling industry than CM Punk has as a whole.
I agree.
as a whole,
As a whole, CM no, maybe not as a whole. As a whole from WWE.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Can't. I know he's done a lot of stuff in ROH, and I don't want to. But Cody kind of did what CM Punk did in ROH after he left WWE. He had the freedom to do so. He is kind of right that he had opened or he created the forbidden door. I'm not going. Hold on. Shut your faces. I am not going to give him
It's-
the full on credit with that, though, at all. But he did help with it.
The door was there before he even entered.
Was it though?
Yes, it was.
AEW wasn't a thing before he entered.
Okay, but the forbidden door
Forbidden
was
door?
there before
It's-
AEW
some
was
some stuff have happened in the past where they have shared wrestlers in the past, but it hasn't happened in a long time.
Okay,
I think the only point that he has about the forbidden door is basically All In was the forbidden door. It was a
Yeah.
mix. It was a mix of wrestlers from New Japan, from Impact, from ROH.
But-
By the way, great event. I looked at that card, and
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't remember half. Like all I remember is Cody Rhodes winning, and I hate myself for it.
You know,
But all I
Okada.
remember, yeah, I know. I
You
got to
know.
rewatch. That's why I want to do the watch along. AEW.
guys,
was not the same with him. With you're talking
Without
about
him?
Cody. With Cody.
yeah, about Cody,
Yeah.
but WCW did that already.
No, it's different
How's
They
it
did it-
different?
because
They-
they were already fired. They did with Rick Rude.
No, I'm talking
they
about.
did with.
No, he's talking
Alundra
about. I think he's
Blaze.
talking about All Japan when they did the.
I'm talking
the
about
show
when
with-
they did the world tours with New Japan and NWA
Japan,
and
yeah.
That really didn't work out.
and
Come on.
it women never
Yes.
worked. It was a yearly thing.
Yes, no, I know, but it really didn't do anything for them. It didn't create an innovation of any kind for that.
maybe if the internet and social media would have been around at the time,
Yes,
maybe it would have
maybe
had
that would have been
a
a
bigger.
I don't know what. Oh yeah,
Gunther, what? I'm really just blind here.
With Cody, something with Cody.
Gunther when he was.
Oh yes,
Oh,
because Cody called
Gunther
him.
McGill
Yes,
Cody. Yeah.
yes. That's right. Yes,
And he had mentioned that Walter is probably going to be coming to AEW at some point. Is looking forward to that. I'm down for that.
I love the chant, the Royal Rumble chant. and that he actually stopped during the promo to give it a bit of to put it over a bit.
Right.
So that was kind of interesting. That the crowd, there was that guy during the whole night that kept on screaming all the time. The guy in the fans.
That was me. That was me.
That Mox told him to go fuck himself and take him away. And then he started screaming at Archer also during his match. And Archer told him to go fuck himself. Like, it felt a bit of that old school wrestling there, teasing there back and forth with the fans.
That fan got his money's worth, man.
Yeah?
He really made sure that
he got mentioned a few times by the wrestlers and everything. But Cody, to come back to Cody, he said that he even mentioned his contract, right? He goes, Tony Khan sent me a contract for this Sammy fight, but then he
not the one I wanted.
Not the
one I wanted. I was such a Roman Reigns thing. I loved it.
So it was. Hey, listen, there's some stuff I don't like about Cody also, but I got to give him his due when he deserves it. And when he's got a mic, most of the time he takes advantage of it. Some points that he touched that really didn't make sense, like the Forbidden Door, where I question a bit the whole aspect of even though he thinks that he actually created that Forbidden Door.
But
why bring it up? Why bring it up? No,
because why not?
Because he didn't bring.
Okay, but aside from WCW and New Japan, because I think that's a piss poor argument.
But how's that piss? But no, it's not.
Because it hasn't. But is that the last time it happened? Because if it hasn't happened since then, brother, he's created the Forbidden Door with new federations.
Okay, he could say the new Forbidden Door.
Oh Jesus! Now we're playing semantics.
I think.
Hey. But look, and yes, I guess you can say with WCCW and
that's definitely right. That's definitely right. That because we're talking about it, it's working. There's no doubt, doubt about that.
I for sure, and I also do. I agree with the statement because guys, before AEW, now I'm talking recent. Okay, I'm not talking about 20, 30 years ago, but within 2001.
No, since the WCW was bought out by WWE, we haven't seen no cross promotional.
No, we've just seen
events.
Wrestlers go.
Wasn't TNA with NWA?
Yes. Okay. Sure.
Oh yes, 2004 when they started TNA. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But that's not.
But TNA didn't exist. But it's because TNA hadn't existed in years.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Jarrett kind of brought it back because he needed a belt. He needed some recognition there. So he made a deal. He made a deal with NWA to bring that title. So it was TNA, NWA type of thing. But that died out pretty soon. Pretty fast, I mean. So, but
I would maybe argue Impact and ROH, or ROH had a hand with creating this Forbidden Door as well. So I can't give it all to Cody, but if I'm gonna give credit to someone else or another federation, I'm gonna give that to ROH because ROH.
Well, ROH they let their wrestlers wrestle in New Japan. Most of their wrestlers, Adam Page, the Bucks, only Kenny didn't do both. But all those guys, Adam Cole, the Bucks, and Adam Page, all were on both New Japan and ROH at the same time.
And other federations.
Yes, exactly. NWA wasn't really a promotion, but an alliance of indies. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It's
but yeah, I would argue ROH though. ROH was
part of that
catalyst, was part of creating that Forbidden Door. But I think Cody made it into more of a mainstream because once ROH did these, let the wrestlers go here, go there, ROH just wasn't big enough. ROH was big for the indie group and people who were diehard fans loved it. And of course, we got a lot of great wrestlers from ROH. But at the end of the day, ROH, no one cared. Like sense of those wrestlers left, they moved on, they signed contracts, they left ROH. And then ROH kind of got screwed. It's less about letting your wrestlers go other places and more about other wrestling in your promotion.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there is a difference to that. That's guaranteed.
And obviously with Cody, so I think ROH had its hand in it. Cody, though, really innovated it, and Tony Khan, as a wrestling fan, really took advantage of it. But I would argue that Cody had built the hinges for that door to go open and shut.
Definitely, they
ROH
got
built the frame, and Tony Khan built the knob.
I think, and
Okay,
definitely, All In was the push through it.
Yes,
And definitely All
absolutely.
In was the push through it, and that's what created all this. Now, a negative point of the promo that I didn't like, again mentioning why he's not turning heel is because
Yeah.
the fans had his back when he needed it the most.
That's the stupidest reason I ever heard.
And look, I feel like it's still coming. Like he's still gonna do it.
Yeah. At this point, it's taking me for an idiot. You keep on mentioning that you're not.
Well, and this is why, though. I think I think at this point,
yeah,
they're going that route where we're just not going to care anymore and forget. And then when it kind of happens, one of two things is going to happen. One, we're really going to be shocked, or two, we're just not going to care anymore.
Yeah, that could be both results of the way they're booking it. Casey says, "Here's a thought: is the real feud they're working towards Cody versus TK?" Authority versus the blue collar, but we know Cody ain't no blue collar.
And TK don't want to be on TV.
And TK can't fucking talk for shit. So, like on the mic, on TV, you know what I mean? Like he can do his promo stuff great, but at the end of the day, he's not. He won't be able. He's not a Vince McMahon, you know, or Vince.
No,
McMahon
I don't think you'll see a character. But maybe you'll see some promos of Cody bashing Tony for some decisions, some that. Maybe you'll see a few of that. But a real rivalry between each where we'll see promos from both, I don't think we'll see. I don't think Tony's down for that type of stuff.
No. Tony's just not skilled. He's a great wrestling fan. He's just not, in this case, Cody would be.
Yeah. If it were to happen, Cody would have to be the heel. Yeah. I think Tony would hurt himself.
Yeah, I don't think Tony has a horrible bad bone in his body, except for when he did that tweet to Swole.
Mm-hmm. And I think he doesn't want that publicity of him being like a bad person. That's completely the opposite of what he wants, even though sometimes he projects it differently. But that's not the way he wants. So I don't see. I would think Cody would be a great heel in that circumstance. I think Cody can be that snobbish. You see it when he's a face.
I mean, he's already now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So why not just take it to the what do they say? Your best character is when you take your own personality and you bring it up by 100 notches. So I think if Cody could do that, it could work. But he's got to do it not only at the right time, which should be very soon, because he does. And I completely agree with JLB here. He completely runs the risk of having people indifferent. And there's nothing worse for a wrestler is when people are indifferent to you and your character.
Right.
If they hate you, is good. If they love you, is good. But if they don't give a fuck about you,
unless the turn is just so crazy, unless the turn is like
real evil,
like I don't know,
betrayal that the fans feel completely betrayed. But I don't see how they'll get to that point the way where we are at now.
I mean, like he mentioned All Elite, his team there, the Super Elite. So like maybe him versus Kenny when Kenny comes back.
Money wise, business wise, maybe not as much in the ring, even though I still think it would be a good match. But I think that's a very, very possible and very good way to do it. If you want really a good heel turn, I completely agree. I think you need it with a top talent like Kenny that is loved so much. But I think Kenny would have to be a top face before that betrayal can come.
That's the thing. So I feel like it's too hard with Kenny, especially with the whole Adam Cole stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, unless Cody wants to go super face and joins All Elite again, like joins his buddies, his super group there, and face Adam Cole and his cronies, kind of thing, you know, like so it'll be like Bucks, Omega, and Cody.
Oh, did you hear him trash Red Dragon?
Yeah.
Who?
Cody.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he says about something about a hip
Uh, uh,
tosses
yeah, a bunch of guys that all they can do is hip tosses or something like that. That's what he
and
says.
the
Um, I think he says I think the Bucks should get over with it, beat them, and get over with them,
and
so
then he
we can
says,
stop seeing them
yeah,
on
but
TV.
he also made fun of NXT too.
Yeah, he says two guys from
That's it.
developmental. He said, yeah, so you guys just get rid of these guys finishing up, so you don't have to lose your time with two guys from developmental.
Again.
That's
Yeah.
it. And then he also obviously mentioned the Walter thing,
Yeah.
Mick Cody, and then there was also a Brody line, which I didn't quite understand.
Well, he goes, it takes balls for a guy to come into this company and name yourself Brody, because he goes, we don't do here the gimmick, the name gimmick change here. But one thing I will say is it takes balls for somebody to come into this company and call themselves Brody. And I think Brody King's got big balls. That's basically what he said.
Oh, snap. Okay, right. Okay, that's fair.
And
But
then,
I mean,
let's wait. Let's wait. What did he say? Let's wait 10 years or whatever it is, or 7 years. I'm sure somebody will be here that will have something to say about that. And he's talking about -1, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, that's kind of interesting though, because I guess Brody King is so known, and because he's such a fierce, and he's
badass, yeah.
completely different and a badass. I didn't obviously same first name Brody, but I didn't have any way about that. Brody
Nope.
King, Brody Lee. I don't know. I didn't.
It happens. People have the same names. It's very
it.
frequent. Yeah, it's not anything different. Cody taking the belt to another promotion, then returning later to challenge Hangman.
He's really opening up that forbidden door. He fucking broke that forbidden door. It's in pieces now.
I think we'll have. I think Rumble will be the key to seeing how this forbidden door will go forward. Will go.
Yeah, but I don't
forward.
think WWE is going.
I think if WWE has anybody from AEW, from AEW, whether it's a girl or a guy, in the Rumble, that's already a big change and a big good news. It's good news that we'll see, and I think it will open the door for other federations will feel obliged to also do it, because if WWE is doing it, why aren't we doing it?
As much as I want it to happen, I find it hard to see that happening.
I think there will be somebody from Impact in the Men's Royal Rumble, because since there's already the lines of communication already open there, with having Mickie James as TNA champion, Knockouts champion in the Rumble. So I think there's a very strong possibility that we see a male singles competitor in the Rumble. AEW, I doubt they're there yet, like JLB says.
It's not going to be a MLW, that's for sure.
Oh no, they're suing. Yeah.
Well, look, I at the same time though, it has to be someone who was formerly WWE. I don't think it's going to be like a newly Impact star or a newly Impact or a newly AEW star. It would have to be someone who's formerly WWE. That's why I would see maybe Jericho for AEW, if anybody. Moxley, I don't think ever.
You think
Cody Rhodes? I really, honestly do not think so.
But if you want to turn heel, if you want to turn and betray and make your fans feel like they were betrayed, and it would be the perfect heel turn, would be for him to show up at Rumble as Stardust. Because then the next following week on Dynamite, he's gonna get booed out of that building.
You think it could be Nick Aldis since the wife is there? No,
I don't think he's big enough recognition.
Yeah. No one would care. Adam Cole, obviously not. Daniel Bryan, obviously not.
Yeah, prediction: no AEW wrestler at the Rumble. I probably tend to agree.
I'd probably agree. If anything,
maybe Morrissey from Impact. What do you think?
No,
maybe Morrissey. Maybe Morrissey. That could be,
as long as Enzo's not involved.
So I was like, I was thinking of Morrison for a second.
That would be SAWFT soft.
Yeah. I think that could be a
Morrissey would be fun. That would be.
I don't think it's gonna be Enzo. No,
Enzo won't be there, guaranteed.
No, but Morrissey will.
His partner.
What's his face? What was his name? In
Kenta
Cass, Big Cass.
Cass XL. That's right, Big Cass. Yeah, that's right.
No, Big Cass. Cass XL was after.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It was Big Cass. Yeah, Big Cass
Yeah.
and Enzo Amore. That's right.
I don't know, guys. It's
So Morrissey's a possibility, I think, since he's been there before and he's cleaned
You have
up a
to
bit
make
in
him
his life.
beast though, and I don't know if WWE wants to make an Impact wrestler like
beast,
look
yeah.
beastly,
Look
So,
strong,
I
yeah.
don't know, yeah.
Enzo gets the heat.
Definitely gets the heat, that's for sure. It would
And
get
you
a
can
pop.
definitely, yeah. And honestly, you can do like an in and out. Still get a
Yeah.
pop. You get him to do his little whole spiel, which I completely forgot. Aside from SAWFD,
It's me.
It's what else?
I forgot the rest, man.
Yeah, that's it. I know it's me, but I don't even think it's me. I don't know. I'll have to go look at one of his
Yeah.
old promos.
I know I knew it by heart, but it goes away fast.
Yeah, like I mean, I got like Road Dogs thing in my head.
Yeah, that's what I was. It's me. It's Road Dogg.
No, it's what? It's me. It's me. It's the. No, I'm thinking.
That's Road Dogg.
D-O-double-G. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't remember, but I mean that would be kind of cool. Like whatever, they can do a one-off. If they have freaking.
It would definitely get a
Santino
pop.
Marella
Yeah.
randomly, it would get a little pop.
And I
That'd
could
be
see
kinda
him
cool
going
to
in
see.
and maybe having like a 3-second or having close to the record of time inside the shortest time inside the Rumble, even though I think it's like
Exactly.
a second and a half already. So I don't know if it could go any shorter. But yeah, you could do that, make him do a shtick and come out. But Morrissey's a possibility. We'll definitely see surprises because the Rumble is always about surprises. So
Yeah, hopefully they're just not overly disappointing.
Oh,
well, he did show up. Yeah, he did show up at JCW. I don't know if
but there was
it's-
one year that the Rumble had no surprises. No, I believe. Yeah,
Oh, I mean, it's very possible. Or it had like a few surprises that were just stupid.
or they weren't surprised from other promotions, or from, or they were just guys that had been out for a few months because of injuries
Yeah.
and then came back at Royal Rumble, some stuff like that. There's always at least some people that we're not expecting that they don't promote or they don't say. So
Or like the number 31 is just kind of disappointing and it ruins the entire Rumble because it's like, well, you had your chance to shock me, but you done ruined it, you know?
yeah. Like
So-
John Cena was one of the most shocking appearances at the Rumble because people thought he was out until WrestleMania
Right.
at the Madison Square Garden, and he ended up showing up. That got a huge pop, and that wasn't
Right.
necessarily somebody from well, not necessarily. It wasn't somebody from another promotion, so it's possible to surprise us. And Rumble.
Well, I
always
mean, you're gonna
surprises.
see Bailey. Without a shot of a doubt, you'll probably see Bailey.
I don't think so.
You're gonna see Bliss.
Yeah.
Which Bliss?
Well, she's in therapy now, so hopefully she'll get Lily out of
Yeah.
her very soon.
Hopefully by Rumble, yeah, she gets her regular Bliss back. Because goddamn, I'm done with the
Pathetic.
Fiend.
We didn't touch. Half talk, half
Touch.
touch.
We didn't touch.
We didn't talk about Sting, man. 60 years old. This guy, bro. Just flying off the railing and through the tables. This
I
Hold
guy-
know.
on, wrestling both men for a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
Too.
And WWE
Pretty
said
awesome.
he couldn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
needed the motivation, man. Like, I'm upset because I missed the Acclaim's little rap beforehand. I
The
was so
freestyle,
mad.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, so I definitely gotta check that
It
out.
was,
I know it said
it
something
was
about
cute. It was
Starrcade.
cute. Even
It
their
was-
little,
was cute.
even their little segments video they did where
Oh, that was hilarious.
yeah, Bowens is dressed as
Yeah.
as
Darby and
Darby.
Sting, man, they go
Yeah.
in through a goth phase. Yeah. I fucking loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're good. I like the Acclaimed also, but gotta give
Living
my
in his
kudos.
car, but he's cooking on a hot plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. That was actually kind of cool.
Oh no, I didn't see that. What
That's
were they
kind of-
doing?
They were stuck in traffic after Dynamite,
Okay.
so they decided to get off the car and say hi to the fans.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they were like chanting AEW, AEW.
Oh. Oh, so that's cool. That's cool.
I was
They're part of
bored,
that.
whatever. Why not? You're stuck in traffic. What else are you gonna do?
But yeah,
But,
man, when you love
yeah.
when you love what you do and you're getting a chance to do it on a weekly basis and you're getting paid for it, that's what you get. You get Sting, and you love the business, obviously.
Yeah.
because you wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't have an incredible love for the business. So I want a real legend, real icon, Sting. Thank you for doing this at the age you are at right now.
Yeah, that really impressive and far better than what Hogan could have done at that age. I won't say Ric Flair.
You really hate
Um,
Hogan, huh?
well, he was never a good wrestler though. The only time he was a good wrestler when he was in New Japan.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
Like WWE ruined him. I mean,
They
kudos
did-
to
yeah.
him. Kudos to him for saying, "Oh, you want me just to do 5 moves and I get $1 million every time?" Sure. You know what I mean? Like I'd take that too. I don't have to work. I just say, "What you mean Gene?" Like, you know what I mean? Like I just have to do these little sayings and
Mhm.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Give me money.
He-
Give
he
me.
He definitely didn't want him to be a technical wrestler. He wanted to be that super out of this world hero that will eat your vitamins and all that. So it's a bit different, but
No one is going to have Hulk Hogan as the top 20 wrestlers of all time
no,
in the ring.
no.
No one. Not even top 50. Not even top 100.
Whoa,
we're just not-
whoa.
If we're just talking about wrestling
Wrestling?
from bell to bell,
No.
yeah, there's. I don't know about top 100, but definitely top 25. He's not in. That's definitely
Top 25.
definitely
Top,
not top 25.
you're
I
not
wouldn't
even
be-
going to give me top 30?
I
Top
wouldn't be-
40 wrestlers of all time?
But
I won't
I
be
don't know,
surprised
top
if
40
you.
we're starting to be a lot of wrestlers there. I don't know
I wouldn't be surprised if he was
Damn.
top 25. I'm sorry.
if he wasn't top
Wrestlers,
25.
huh?
That if he
Would-
was not in that list of top 25.
No, but it has to be cleared. We're talking about wrestlers. In fairness,
Wrestling,
those
huh?
5 moves were harder on his body than actually wrestling. Well, yeah,
fair.
definitely the leg drop. We've seen it with Matt Hardy. Leg drop, doing that leg drop so many times definitely gives you hip problems. And we know he's
One
had.
would argue, though, because he only had those 5 moves and wasn't really doing a lot more than that, his body didn't get the proper. Yes, I'm sure he's obviously worked out like crazy and whatever and stretches. But if he would have done more
It
in
sure
the
did,
ring
Casey.
too, what?
He said that stinky leg drop ruined his back and hip. That definitely did.
Oh, that definitely did for sure. And what did he? Same thing.
I was
Um,
double click. Sorry.
Okay, one job. Yes. So if he would have done more technically during in the ring, maybe that I don't know. I just feel like maybe if he would have, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because technically the guy's stretching and doing a lot more.
Didn't
But
everyone in Hogan's area had like 6 or 7 moves anyway?
Not necessarily. Ricky the Dragon
No.
Steamboat had many more moves than that.
Yeah.
Ric Flair had more moves than
more
that.
moves than that. Yeah.
No, there was
What a Ric Flair he did though, and he
Yeah,
was more. And Flair was more entertaining than Hogan, buddy, in the
Because he-
ring. You
Yeah.
can't. You're gonna argue that?
no, there's no.
I'm not going to
You
argue
can't
right
argue
now.
that.
I could argue, but I don't want to.
No. Okay, but would you argue against that? We're not going to, but would you argue against that? Flair is a better wrestler in the ring than Hogan.
It depending on who he's
Well, no,
fighting.
wrestling.
It dep-
wrestling
it depend-
performer.
It depends on who he's dancing with.
Okay, so I'll give you who was Flair's best opponent. Okay, I'll give you maybe Flair versus Sting and no, I can't even. I don't know 80s stuff, but
No, Starrcade 97. Starrcade 97.
Flair
Like,
versus Sting.
I rather watch Flair and Savage than Hogan and Savage. I can give you
Okay.
that.
Well, yeah, I think WrestleMania 8, I think, is one of the best Ric Flair matches of all time. Fighting over Miss Elizabeth with
that was a
yeah.
great storyline too, and everything that had a lot built into it.
mhm.
But I don't know. I mean, yes, the storyline matters, but in terms of in-ring work, if you were to compare the summary of all their in-ring work, Flair
No,
wins.
yeah,
Flair
I agree
wins.
with you. Flair wins.
Also, probably in minutes wrestled by match, I think Flair has longer average of minutes matches than Hulk Hogan. Flair is definitely, but I don't know what brought us to the Hulk Hogan. I feel like we left something unsaid
Because
about...
Mr.
said
Red Dot over here.
Red Dot. You said it.
But said what? Said
Well,
what?
you said it. You said he was top 25, and then I went into
No, because you.
We were, but we were comparing Hulk Hogan to who?
That's what we were doing. Flair.
No, before that.
No, how did we start talking about Hulk Hogan? We're talking about somebody right now. No.
What were we talking about? Sting.
Oh yes,
Sting,
that's it.
yes.
That's
Talking
right.
about
That's
Sting.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We were
Sting.
talking about Sting, and
yes,
then it led us to that conversation.
that's what I said when we were leaving something unsaid. Was you said wrestling at that age, Sting is better than anybody else we've seen wrestle at that age, and that's definitely true.
and then
because we've seen Undertaker, we've seen Flair.
Flair
we've
was
seen
still
Funk.
awesome. Flair was still awesome though in Impact when he faced Mick Foley.
Yes.
Flair and Mick Foley or Cactus Jack
Was
put
that
on a crazy match. That was one of his last matches ever.
okay? That was after the Shawn Michaels match, then.
After the Shawn Michaels match.
Even
Okay, I don't remember that.
Even Piper
Piper also wrestled older.
in
Yes.
WCW.
Piper also wrestled older. So I guess this guy, you have The Undertaker, you have Sting, you have Flair, you have Hogan,
Piper.
and Piper are basically the guys that fought in their mid to late 50s.
Right.
Oh, Terry Funk also did it. Yes.
Well, if we're going,
The Rock and Roll Express are still doing it in their 60s, but
Yeah.
that's a bit
then,
harder, and it's a bit different.
Hey, but that's still pretty entertaining, man. Some of
It
the
is.
moves that they did when they
They
were
pulled off with the Young Bucks. Yeah,
yeah.
that guy did the Canadian Destroyer.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was huge. Ricky Morty, I think his name is. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Or Morton.
But if you're talking about the 50s, you're about Jericho, because Jericho's in his 50s.
Yeah, in that time, the match, the wrestling matches weren't the matches filled with the spots that we see now. It was more like simple wrestling. Now we see more choreographed and acrobatic spots. That's definitely true. And I guess Casey agrees with us about PCO. I think that could get a big pop at the. I think he's not.
Well, no, he was more referring to his age though, too.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. Yes.
And
Definitely, I agree
too,
with that too. He's also in his mid 50s. I definitely agree with.
How old is
PCO
Jericho?
now.
51, 52 now?
Jericho, I think, just turned 50 or 51. Yeah. So soon he's going to be in the conversation. But I think we've seen already the decline in the match quality already from Jericho. So
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see many singles matches from Jericho. Many of them in the future. I don't think so.
But he's also wrestled the same amount of years. Oh no, that's not true. Never mind. Scratch that.
Well, he started in 95, right?
He started in 95. I was going to say he's also wrestled the same amount of years in terms of length of career as Flair, but that's not true. Because Flair, I think, technically has been wrestling for about 45 years. He started in like late 70s.
Yeah, I think it was 78, 77, 78,
And
around there. So
technically his last match was like 2009. So yeah,
so do
that's
the
not fair.
calculations. That's 45 years. Yeah. We forgot Dustin. Dustin deserves to be mentioned in that conversation.
Dustin, of course. But one could argue that he really hasn't had many matches.
In AEW recently.
Or no, not in AEW, but just in WWF.
Oh, yes.
I mean?
In the later years, yeah.
In the later years, they didn't really use him much. Sure, he
would
would pop up,
up,
be there and whatever.
He would pop up just more often for comedic purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So there was less damage there for him. I would like to see one day, maybe a special occasion, give me a Dustin Sting match. I'm sure they can perform out there for maybe a short. Give me a 7 to 10 minute match. I'm sure they could give it their all and entertain.
Oh, I'm sure they could. But did they? Because Dustin wasn't in WCW for very long, right? He was renamed
as the Natural.
He did
as the Natural. He was, I think, was the biggest. What do you say? And Flair has been wrestling with STDs the whole time, but
No, but Dustin was there for a while.
Was he?
Well, I think the Natural, was the longest time he was in WCW, and that was before Goldust era.
Yeah.
I think that he was there for 2.5 years, 3 years max, one contract, the length of one contract. He did a few promos, a few. I think the natural. I think one of the promos when he's the natural is one of his most famous. I think it's one of the first ones that pop up in YouTube if you do Dustin promos. Also, obviously, 7 is also one of the top promos that you'll see. That was horrible. That was in between. He already had done Goldust at that time.
Yes, that was after he left WWF for a bit. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Dustin has faced Sting before as the natural Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes 7 gimmick. No, not every version of Dustin Rhodes ranked from worst to best. Yeah, I don't think I know that Dustin Rhodes natural gimmick from WCW.
Yeah, that was right before I think he got signed to WWE. He was kind of emulating a bit of the blue collar like his father.
He started in '88.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
Jesus.
I figured it was about that 88 to 92, and then that's when he came to WWE.
Oh, Jesus, bro. I was like 3 years old.
Yeah. So, that's why you don't remember the natural.
I was sucking my thumb, bro.
He was in WCW for 88 to 89.
Okay.
Okay. And then 89 to 90, he was in Japan and Memphis. And then at 90 to 91, he was in WWF. And then he returned to WCW for another year.
Okay.
Okay, he was back and forth.
There. So, safe to say they probably didn't face each other.
If they did, it didn't make an impact, that much of an impact.
So we wouldn't have really known. But at the end of the day, you still got something there. The whole 4 Horsemen thing.
Yep.
Sting was part of the 4 Horsemen
for a little while.
Was supposed to be, and then he left. Yeah. So that would be cool, and they could definitely pull it off. Dustin still got it. Sting obviously still has it. A little 5-10 minute match. Yeah, I'm down. Maybe if you want to do a cinematic match to make it go longer.
Oh no.
Depends how they do it. Depends
how they do it.
I think AJ Styles Undertaker was good.
No.
Well, did you not like the Darby Sting versus Team Taz match?
No, I did not.
I found it okay. Not as much as the AJ Styles Undertaker, but I found it okay.
I do not like the cinematic at all.
It depends how they do it. I don't like the way they did John Cena, Bray Wyatt, even though I found some things entertaining in it. But I don't mind the way they did it with Undertaker and AJ Styles. And the one I also don't mind the match like Sting and Darby versus Team Taz. Yeah, if they do it good, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. And since considering the circumstances of them being in their age, if you want to maximize what they have to give you in terms of everything, I think cinematic. They could go cinematic. I don't think they need to because they're so good sound technically in the ring, both of them. That I think they could pull out a 7 to 10 minute match. But if they want to go that way, I'm willing to give it a chance because I think they could pull it off.
Exactly. Yeah. Same here. Really down for that. And so kudos to Sting. Did any of you guys watch Terminus? No. Okay.
I haven't had a chance.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll watch the Grisham match. I'll try to find that one on the internet and try to watch that at least because I really enjoy him at the Hard to Kill. So
yeah, pretty fire. So I haven't watched it yet either, but the card looks pretty fantastic. And definitely willing to give that a try, especially for my tops and drops. I might maybe want to
take it outside the box. Yeah,
take it outside the box a little, give some fans something different. So yeah, I'm definitely already working on my tops and drops.
All right, I guess we did the recap of this week pretty much. Oh, Casey's back with think I'm gonna order JCW this weekend. Yeah, I think I'll give it a try too. Nothing really much other than football this week, so.
Go Pat, go.
Okay.
That's it. Well, they're GCW and UFC technically. But yeah, GCW this weekend. Definitely down to see a Mox match. So I might be on that list as well. Maybe I'll have a top job for GC Dubs. Still a lot of wrestling to go.
The JEFFJARRETT Jeff Jarrett at GCW. So that's always fun.
He's there? What? Why? Why is
Yeah,
he
he
there?
broke. He showed up. I think was last pay per view
Yeah.
or last show they did. He broke the guitar over somebody's head, and now he's basically there.
Oh, okay.
So Jeff Jarrett, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's.
Wasn't he still with WWE though?
I
Doing
He
thought
got
he was a
released.
producer. Yeah, I
He got
guess
he got released.
he was one of the releases, right?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job,
So
WWE.
yeah.
One job.
One job. One job, and they released 85 of them. God damn it. Yeah. So that was your weekly rundown. Of course, guys, we will be back for the tops and drops, which is going to be a pre-recorded segment of our top picks and our top falls of the week, whether it would be WWE, AEW, or maybe Impact, or maybe GCW or Terminus. Because why not? We want to give you the good and the ugly of what happened in wrestling that week, our picks, our personal opinions. Be a nice little thing we'll have for you on Sunday. But other than that, you can obviously still follow us to get all of your wrestling meaty goodness. Of course, it's at WTN Wrestling wherever you follow and subscribe to, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's all we got, right? We don't have anything else. YouTube. I don't know if it's WTN Wrestling or not, but the links will be in the doobly doos. You can of course follow Big Red
at Big Red 7819, or I have a new podcast called Let's Talk. I talked with all different kind of people about all different kind of subjects, or follow us at Off the Bench if you're a big hockey fan, with me and my good friend Costa, and or WTNWrestling.com. .com, the Facebook star. We don't have a website yet, not yet.
Yeah, and you could catch me on Twitter at just look for WTN's Kid Crazy, or you could find me on Facebook at SBN Podcast, and obviously on all our WTN platforms, whether our group or our chat. You guys are welcome, and thanks again for participating in our lives, and we really appreciate
Casey
the comments.
Nelson. I feel like there was someone else.
Jeff also.
Jeff.
Jeff,
So,
of course. Jeff, I'm sorry.
Thanks, guys, for participating. We really appreciate it, and the more the merrier. Keep them coming, baby.
Keep them coming. Thank you for sure. And of course, you can follow me at JLB420. Real Talk Radio is where I talk about everything and anything entertainment. So that's at Real Talk Radio 8, anchor.fm/RTR. A lot of game news to get to where me and Jeff T will be breaking that down. So definitely look out for that episode coming up soon. New WWE 2K22 game has been announced for March 8th. So
Graphics
wrestling wise, but 2K has done shitty with the product recently. So we shall see. No word yet on anything AEW games related, but anchor.fm/RTR, at Real Talk Radio 8 on Twitter. Instagram is at Real Talk Radio Online, and all of those will be down below. If you want to follow me, please do so. We do not bite, so don't be scared to give us a shout. We're a friendly bunch of people, or come on the live with us. We'll be glad to hear your thoughts and opinions, and disagree with them like I do Big Reds usually. So should be
all the time.
All the time. I think we agreed like 2 weeks ago. Gotta give it time. We gotta give it time. It's
got to be organic.
Process.
It's got to be organic.
Gotta be organic, But that is it. Thank you as always for joining us. We will see you on Sunday as we do our WTN tops and drops of the week. Until then, ciao for now.
Boom.